Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of this UK in Transport Fever 2 series. And right now things are going on the up again. Car traffic jams I think are at pretty much an all-time low, which is good. Though there's still a bit of one through... Actually no, there isn't still a bit of one through Doncaster because it's... well there's a bit of one there, but... You know what? So in this episode I think... The plan is to get train lines further north, because we've done most of Wales, we could do with a bit of the southwest, but overall, we've only got we've done a lot of the kind of south and Midlands, so, in the last episode, we created this stub of tracks, and also, Grimsby here has tracks which could go further, so those are the 2 points to expand north from, I think. Yeah. The first thing I want to look at is whether we could theoretically expand the station at Warrington to have 4 platforms. And yes, I think we could if we said goodbye to these roads and these houses. So, what I think, what this will allow us to do is just to run more trains through in each direction. And also we could we extend the platforms? I think we could. Could we? Maybe. Maybe by a bit. You know what, yeah, let's go the whole way. So we are using the oldest style of Great Western Station with the orange platforms. We are then using the standard tracks. And then we can have another platform. And then in Misk we have... Where is it? The roof here. I'm going to extend the roof down one further. The overpass. Like that. That's all good. And then in passenger buildings, I think we want to set up passenger buildings on this end as well. So let's just have the side buildings because they look better, cool, and also provide passenger capacity. In terms of just for passengers to wait at the station for their train. So we'll do a road that runs down here and then connects. We can connect this road in. That's good. Right now, next we need to change the track layout here. So what I'm going to do is kind of make it look like this station had originally had 2 platforms and I converted it to have 4, which is what happened. Of just kind of like make it look like those 2 flow into those 2, but also then give them the options to kind of connect in the other way. Oh, that tunnel's really being annoying. Oh, that's why. Because I'm not connecting to the station track. There we go. That's better. This can like flow straight in pretty fast, to be honest. And then does this even have the ability to cut across? Too much slope. Suppose we could do a pretty tight one there, but that wouldn't be the best one to use. Yeah, and then the high speed line could theoretically connect into there as well, so it can cut across the second platform. all good on this end. Now at this end, this track can flow into here. This track can kind of flow alongside it. And then can flow into there with quite a tight turn. Then we can have a kind of crossover here. Like that. It is, yeah, a tight turn there. And then crossover here, I guess. It's all connected. Right. Could not, oh I see right, could not connect all stations. So Warrington on the way back. 3, I think. I think we need a signal here just to tell them. Not to cross over, and one here just to kind of get them in their way. Not that many trains will use these platforms coming out. So this train has problems. This line, if we're looking at Warrington, we might switch up the platforms a bit like that. Yeah, I mean, unless we can get a track to connect like that, which we can't, so that, yeah, that's fine. So then this train here, I mean, is it even possible to connect up the tracks, or are we just sending it back towards Liverpool, which I don't really want to do because that'll bunch of trains up. But I think we might have to. So yeah. Yep. You're going back towards Liverpool. So then, train 30 here. That's also going towards Liverpool. Like I said, a bit bunched up. But anyway, then that gives us the ability to connect off these tracks here. So buildings, elevated station, 4 platforms, 240, standard with catenary, 15, spaced pillars. Let's see if this would even slightly fit, just about fit in. Bridge pillar collision everywhere. Just delete the roads and then place the roads back in. Collision. Oh, the pillars are there. We might have to kind of bend it round a bit like that. Where are the pillars here? I think same thing, just bending it round the pillars. Yeah, that works. So this is Liverpool Holt. So, in elevated passenger buildings, we'll put the lifts in. Bridge pillar collision. Why is there a bridge pillar collision? What's the problem with the bridge pillars? Should we get rid of these roads and then try again? There we go, let's try again. I'll put it, I think, each end as close as we can. Don't think it's going to be that easy there. Although we could do it. Be very hard to squeeze it in anywhere near here. That works. That works. Does that connect? Yes, actually it does. So that's all good. Then let's see if we can even possibly squeeze roads back in. Yes, we can. Brilliant. So now hopefully the tracks will connect. And actually at pretty good speed as well. So we're going to have 2 platforms going in each direction because this is going to be the main line up north. Well, northwest anyway. Then I'm thinking Preston, Lancaster, which will be a junction for Barrow. Then Penrith, Carlisle, which will be a junction for Hexham, Newcastle. Then I think we'll kind of see where we're at. So Lancaster. Not all trains are going to stop here, so I'm thinking, you know what? In a stroke of, I know the British Transport Network well, let's design Lancaster Station like Lancaster looks in real life. So let's start with how do I actually pull this off? Let's see. Let's start with this. So these are this is platform 1 and 2, which are quite short platforms. Let's just do this, and then we got platform 3, and I'll put high-speed tracks through the middle, because I'm feeling generous to the trains. And then another platform here. And there's a platform here. And then we're going to have to put a building on this side as well, so if we just put a platform there, delete this so trains don't try to stop there, and put the main building. Let's just put one of the couple of these down, and then one of these at the end here as well. Brilliant. I mean, totally not destroyed like most of Lancaster, but it'll grow back, so it's fine. Then Preston as well. Let's give Lancaster a bit to grow off. There we go. That works. And then we're going to make this road go to ground level, because then the trains can go in a tunnel. There we go. So, Preston. I think we'll do another elevated station. Is other train lines going to go anywhere else from Preston? I mean, honestly, Lancaster looks a bit better to be the junction, so Preston, we're gonna... Oh, it's a massive slope. Let's go way up high, 25 metres. If this will work. It does work there, though. Whoa. That's almost a ground level now. I guess this will be a level crossing. But... Okay, so, stations here. Yeah. Forget that. That's completely not where we wanted that station to be. So, we'll place the bus stop back in. So, I mean, actually, we can come along this side. And we can do it on the ground level. So, 3, overpass, small main building. That'll do. Won't do at high speed, because I think all trains will stop here. But we'll see how fast they can go between these two. Mind the oil well, of course. I don't like deleting industries, but given we aren't using this one, I can always place them back in. Bridge pillar collision. What are they colliding with? So coming out, there's the collision. Yeah. Is this road here in the way of anything? It's a station just... Yeah, that'll do. Still a bridge pillar collision, but that works. Yeah, let's go for this bridge. Yeah. Bridge pillar collision. Let's use the red bridge. That works. And what's it colliding with? Oh, I see that road. Just not liking it. There we go. Then really, what are we going to do here? I mean, the red bridge does cap them at 140. So if we go up to there, then we can extend this to here, and into here. Then we can connect this track up to here or here. That's collision. That works. That works. Let's do this, right. So then the middle platform can be used in both directions. I'll use that with the kind of multiple choices, kind of like the last choice trains will use. And it's got a curve again to get around to Lancaster and onto the bypass line. So we'll use the outer one here to go through to the bypass line. And the middle one can come into the tunnel then. Connect up to both tracks. And then here. Yeah. This might be yeah, we can do this. Let's actually shorten both these tunnels a bit. If that kind of cuts in like that, is it going to be better to cut this one in to this one or to here? Let's do it into this one. And let's do this. And if they really want to cross over, I will allow them. Though there probably won't be many of any trains that do it. There we go. And then there'll be a line off to Barrow. Maybe even a line down to Leeds, actually. Over the hills. I see what I could do. Next idea. Oh my gosh, these hills are high. What would the line to Leeds look like? Oh my gosh. Tunnel pretty much all the way. So we'll keep it flat in the tunnel for now. Just like that. And after the crossover there'll be a kind of track that kind of runs round. That's tight, so I probably won't do it like that. Track that runs around, and then this one can continue straight. That will do. And then that can kind of flow into this one as well. Because terminating trains might use this platform here. So that's line towards Leeds. I don't really know what to connect it up to. Do we do a Leeds York, a Leeds Sheffield? I don't know. We'll work that out later. Anyway. So. The junction at Lancaster is going to be quite an important one because it's going to be quite tight. And also, if we're bending round towards Penrith, we've got to make more of a bend than that. And I don't, you know what? second fuel refinery in the episode deleted. Yeah. I think, you know what, for Penrith we're just going to kind of do a station like here, then have buses. So, that'll do. So then for the junction, just going to kind of run this through here, run this into here, then, is that even possible to do one from 5? That works, and then do one from here that kind of then joins the main line. Then this can kind of come round, but also join the main line. And then will these connect up? Could these oh, this is going to be a bit of a weird junction, but okay. That works. This is ultimately going to be a bit of a strange junction. So the bypassing lines can't get through to Barrow, except they can, because I'm going to let them get through. By doing double slip switches there, not that I intend many trains to use those tracks. So that's tight. If they need to cross over, they can cross over. And I'll use high-speed tracks for this just so it doesn't look so weird. Because we're actually above ground now. There we go. Even though it's a very, very tight crossover. And heading for Barrow, these tracks are just going to kind of bend whilst also merging in. So this one can go into here, whilst this one goes into here. Then this one goes into here. Then I don't know if we're even going to get any signals between these two. Also, I don't know if really I do want to be doing this electrified, just to go to Barrow. So 120, no catenary. This is just going to be like, oh, that didn't even connect to the roads. Try again. Yeah, no catenary. The Barrow line won't have catenary. Yes, they can have a crossover there. Then there's like one signal block for them to like be going directionally, and then they don't. Again, we're going into Lancaster. That goes up to. There we go. There we go. Not electrified, going towards Barrow. Except I just re-electrified that bit. There we go. There we go. Boom. So, that's up to Lancaster. Then, station at Penrith. What type of station should we use? It's also like, whoa, way up on the hillside. I mean, if these, what level are we looking at? We're looking at, maybe with these 370,000 I've got, doing a bit of flattening. Can the trains get up to here, this plateau? No. Okay. Let's destroy some more of small towns. Let's redo this. Like that. Can the trains get up here? Just about. At full speed as well, which is pretty good. $240, like that. That's quite a bit of a way out of Penrith, but you know what, I don't care. Because they can get a bus, or walk. They have legs, I think. And although I've built this with 4 platforms, I think only the outer 2 will be used for stopping trains, and the inner 2 will be for bypassing. So, that's a station in Penrith. We should connect the road up like that. The terrain can be smoothened a bit. There we go. So I think for now we're going to end in Carlisle, because Scotland will be a whole nother thing. So Carlisle, we can't even fit the platform length in here. So you know what? Because it's going to be a complicated station. 5 platforms will turn them off high-speed track. I mean, there's going to be a line out to Hexham as well. So yeah, we'll do 6 platforms even. Let's do let the building connect there, then get a building in on the other side. Let's get one of these ones in. And then, whoa, see if we can get a road connected. There we go. 2 roads connected. And then... oh no, can we really not get down to this level? No, we actually can't. That's a problem. It's just totally ruined Penrith again. Let's do you know what, Penrith. Let's do an underground station. 4 tracks, 240, high speed catenary. Yeah, whatever that is. And then connect. What angle are we going at? That angle. That even comes with bus lines or bus stops. Bus stops, not bus lines. Anyway, that's fairly fast. And then the stopping platforms can just cut in. I mean, they're decent speed, but they won't have even sped up or decelerated at that rate yet. So that's better. So these can go into the middle 2 platforms by default. Do that. There we go. But then I'll do this bit as normal track. Then these tracks can cut in as well. Let's do a crossover here. It's doing that thing where it's kind of trying to not tunnel it. If I just raise all this land, then it'll be in a tunnel, hopefully. There we go. We can do a very tight crossover once again here. A slightly less tight crossover here. If it works, which it doesn't seem to be. Let's start from this side. Why is it doing that? Assuming I might be able to get the specific tracks that are causing the issues. There we go. Let's just raise the terrain around here again. There we go, and that's in a tunnel. And we can smoothen out the terrain again. And then these two oh, I've just realised I'm building all of this with no catenary. That wasn't clever of me. Why is there a bit of track there? So those tracks don't even connect. We can connect them with catenary at least this time. There we go. There we go, that'll do. And then those last two platforms can be for trains towards Hexham, and then obviously to the north they can divide off a bit more as well. So let's get that all set up with signals and maybe even get some train routes to run up here. So do some signals. And it's just the station entry signal. I'm trying to think will even all trains stop at this station. They will at Preston. We'll stop at Preston. Right, that will do. Signal there, signal there. That can have a signal entering. And then, given these are bypass tracks, they can have signals. And the others can just rely on the fact they're kind of leaving the station. So that's a kind of entry signal. That can be kind of for Penrith. So, then, this lot, entering the Carlisle junction, going towards Penrith, that'll do. So, what train routes do we want using this line? So, we have a high-speed line from London to Birmingham that just goes non-stop. I think if we take the London to Liverpool Passenger Express, all these trains are in very bad condition, but let's first of all create a new line that goes from London, platform 6, yes, also up to Birmingham HS, also up to Warrington, number 1, then do we even want it to stop here, or are we just going to send it straight to Preston? Preston, I'm going to put it on 1 with the option of 2. And then after Preston, I'm just going to send it straight to Carlisle, which it can go on platform 3, because that's where it will kind of continue from when we extend the line further. So uses all the tracks we want then. Preston once again, platform 3 with the option of 2. And we could also terminate some trains at Preston, there's nothing saying we couldn't do that. That's going to run through that station. It's going to stop at Warrington. Birmingham HS, back to London. So that's going to be the London to Carlisle Passenger Express. So then, we're also probably going to get a route from Birmingham exchange that stops at Stoke, Warrington, and then stops at Liverpool Holt. Number 3. Preston number 1 with the option of 2. Lancaster 4 with the option of 5, I'll also give it. Then Penrith, Carlisle. In Penrith, I'm not happy with that platform it's using. And this one will probably end up terminating at Carlisle in the future and not going any further, although it could go further actually, I don't know. Then back to Lancaster, where it will use, yes, that platform, good. Then Preston, where it will use platform 3 with the option of 2. Then Liverpool Holt, where it will use platform 1. And then Warrington, where we use platform 4. So, and then Stoke. And then back to Birmingham Exchange, where yes, that can be using that platform. So that's the Birmingham to Carlisle passenger. So, what I shall do is I shall get some trains on these routes, build some bus lines where appropriate, also make a Barrow route, get a train depot, all that sort of admin stuff, and then I shall be back with you when this is fully set up. Single coach diesel running between Lancaster and Barrow, currently no one on it, but probably at least half full going back, so that's good. Yeah. I mean, I never expected many passengers on this, so I thought a Class 152 would do nicely. One of the trains I got off the workshop. Here's one of the Birmingham to Carlisle passenger trains. I know we don't have double-decker trains in the UK, but they're quite nice to use in this game. What else? We have these trains on the London to Liverpool line are not in great condition, but I've reduced it from 5 down to 3 because if we just go over to here, we now have these Class 390s, which are running the service up to Carlisle. This one ram-packed full. Traffic still, oh, that's not moving quite so well. This is. This is still holding up, this motorway. Here, well, there's a little bit of a backlog there, but overall it's okay. Here's Doncaster, not a problem. People are also using this tunnel. Right, so, I think to finish off this episode, I want to get a nice big grand station in New York. Nice big grand. Let's see if we can get all 3 of those. Nice big and grand. Oi. And it can be connected to the trams as well. So, we're coming from Grimsby, we're coming in this way. Let's get 4 to 5. With the amount of trains that we could have coming through here, I'm going to get 7 platforms. Doesn't need to be high speed, but we'll go electrified. Can we just about squeeze this in? I mean, the trams come round here. I'm going to be a bit naughty here. I'm going to redirect the tram route. Yes, yes, yes. So there are 2 stops gone. So that should be working now. What's the problem? This tram. These trams, right. Just pretend this road has tram tracks. Right. Now back to what I was doing. And this station should fit in nicely now. Though we might need a level crossing or two to get the trains out of here. So, when leaving Grimsby, are these platforms only 160? I think they might be. I don't know. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, they're only 160. Gosh. Anyway, we're gonna go. Let's see how it works at 125. We're gonna kind of come out of Grimsby as a bridge. 84. You know what? Let's keep it to 80 then. Actually, let's upgrade it to 110. Well, yeah. I mean, they'll be limited to 80 coming out, but then they can get up faster. What just happened there? Then we can merge these tracks in. Trying to keep them not going too slowly. And then York will probably have a line out this way to Scarborough, this way to Darlington, maybe another one this way to Middlesbrough, another one this way to Leeds, maybe even one to Doncaster, I don't know. We've got 7 platforms there though. Should be plenty. Right. So that road can go, this road can go. That should be good for some of our level crossing problems. So that's all good for now. And for now, let's just build a cross over here. I can use buses and trams to get around the place, and then probably out of this platform, going to do a line that this might be interesting to try and run through the city here. Is it going to go into a tunnel? Yes, good. Don't know why I'm still doing 110. Anyway, this can kind of come out through here. Don't know whether, yeah, we're not going to be able to do a crossover until we're in the tunnel, I think. So we shall do a crossover in the tunnel. If it can stay in the tunnel. There we go. It's a bit annoying that the crossover has to be that far back, but oh well. And that can head through to Leeds and Lancaster. So unlike in real life, I don't think Leeds is going to be that much of a major station, but I'll do 2 platforms at 160 for now. We can always expand in the future. But it connects to the tram line. Oh, that's too much slope. Oh yeah, this is one of the highest bits of Leeds in terms of elevation. If we delete it, go one road back to where the trams are, then that's a bit lower elevation. So maybe we'll be able to connect. Ah, still too much slope. Okay, so maybe we can get this road back in and just do an underground or something station. Sunken, I think. So 2, 160 standard, yes, catenary. This track layout. Depth -8. And we can set it up like that. Hopefully have a building connecting somewhere, like that. And then it can run into Leeds and onto Lancaster, where we've got this line. That's quite a tight turn, but you know what? I don't mind. I mean, this is kind of going to be one of those kind of classic northern commuter trains, not like an intercity train. I don't think so, anyway. I hope it's not that popular. Hang on, no, not there, because that's after the crossover. No, before the crossover. Whichever terminology I'm using. Just do one there, there we go. So, first one I think is I'm going to bring the Grimsby to Watford Passenger Express to York and back. Oh, there aren't signals. Ha! There we go. So, yeah, I could do with building signals on this, but this will probably be the main line up to Edinburgh, or at least one of the two main lines up to Edinburgh. So, should be an important one. Right, this train is going to be replaced by. The problem is its platforms are only 160. I mean, this is 230. It's a good train. I mean, it's fast as well. This is kind of what I'd want. This is kind of what I want, but we might have selective door opening at some stations. And then we want another line from York to Leeds to Lancaster. Platform 5 probably, with an optional of 4. Back to Leeds. So this is our Lancaster to York passenger. And I just need to rename the other one, because that's no longer Grimsby, that's York. And then finally, using the train depot at Lancaster, we shall get probably a fairly small electric train on that one. Let's see, what do we have that's British? 350? That's not small, in terms of the fact that it's 252 capacity. These 375s at 112, that's a bit better. It's a bit more like it for now. Obviously, capacity can be expanded, but we're almost out of money. Good job we are making money, I think. Yeah. Yeah, we are making money, I think. I mean, it's always good to look through the balance of these routes. That route's new and it's almost full, so hopefully it'll make money. Birmingham to Carlisle, that we should give it some time. Slough and Norwich always seems mostly full, though doesn't make money. Lincoln Oil, probably just in an off time. London to Swansea passenger. It's really not making the big loads of passengers. Which one's the least full? This one. Bye bye. That's one way of making more money. Yeah. Reading Fuel, I think I'll put a diesel loco on it, because it's just like the electric loco. Actually, no, that is a diesel loco, never mind. Norwich to Peterborough is a bit of a weird one. I mean, let's see. I think that could do with being something 4 coaches, because that's maybe 150 capacity we might want. What's we got? We got a 5 coach Electrostar. Yes, we do, amongst all the liveries somewhere, if I keep scrolling down. There we go. This one, 180 capacity, which we can do for money. That's better, and that should make a bit more money now. It's not. going to be like half empty or 1/3 empty. I mean, that line could be extended, but we can leave that for now. Gosh, a lot of passengers waiting here though. Like, not huge numbers for any particular line. The Birmingham shuttle is still doing its work. Birmingham Oil 1, does it even have enough oil for this line? No, we could do with adding another tanker or two to this train, and maybe then there'll be more oil waiting for that one. Just ways to make more money. That's all good. But no, I think this episode has been overall a success. I am surprised at how much traffic's improved. I mean, like, all the old hotspots have gone down, but I think that's just the work of, if you improve it a little bit, then it just takes time, although they're doing the thing of always using one lane again here, but it's moving. It's not too bad. Yeah, it's fine, actually. Oh, the Levante, that's a coach. That could be used in a few places. Let's get rid of, because I installed loads of trains and liveries. When one new train comes up, it's like, have a look at these new trains in a different livery, and another different livery, and another different livery after that. So, yeah, this kind of area here, kind of, Preston's busy. This train is not full. How's this train doing? No one on board. A few people waiting to go to York. Or towards York. But I think the thing about this one is this train will get busy suddenly when, like, one of the trains from Birmingham to Carlisle arrives. There's one heading for Stoke from Birmingham. And there's one heading is at Stoke that way. So they're a bit unbalanced, those two trains. This one's also busy though, once again. Not too many people waiting, like, on each specific line, so yeah. You know what, I think that's a perfect place to end this episode. We've made a lot of progress, hopefully York will grow into its role as a big transport hub and we'll get more lines connected up. We'll push further north and maybe into Scotland in the coming episodes, and yeah, maybe down to the southwest as well. These trains here are all fully full. If that's even a term, fully full. You know what? My brain is tired, so we'll end the episode. Thanks for watching.